I'm John from Tools in Action, and today we're going to take a look at this RIDGID GEN5X 18 volt compact router. This is not a new tool. This has been out for at least a year now, and I've had a while to work with this unit. And what makes this very unique, of course, is no cord. All you need is the 18 volt battery platform to run this thing. And it might not sound like something that's a big deal, but if you spend any time with a trim router going around the edge, or making juice grooves and cutting boards, or using a hole saw, a circle jig, the more you go around in the circle, that cord starts to tangle up and becomes a pain. This is great. Now, before these came out, I thought this would be a really cool idea for the tool companies, but never thought they would have enough power in these batteries to make it work properly. But since this is a brushless unit, it uses less power out of your battery, less drain. It has a longer run time than if it had a brush motor in it, a little more power, and a longer life on these units. Really, really cool. I've been using it quite a bit lately and just love this thing. It's pretty much got the standard features of any other router. It's got a little lever in the back here that allows you to unlock the unit, and this is going to allow you to move your base up and down to change the depth of your router bit. All you have to do is push this little button in, and the whole unit will slide up and slide down. And that's your macro. That's your large change in height. If you want to do a micro change and just move it up or down or a little bit to make a correction, all you need to do is pop that lever again, and down here there's a little dial. When you dial it up and dial it down, it will move this base up and down. Another thing, variable speed. Has, well, indicator from 1 to 7, just arbitrary numbers, but your RPMs are anywhere from 17,000 RPMs to 25,000 RPMs. One thing I was curious about before I got this is whether or not this would be able to handle the same amount of work and as a corded version and be able to cut through the wood. Yes. I actually did not see any noticeable difference between this and a corded unit, which is great because now, whether you've got the large batteries or the compact batteries, you can go about and do your work. With the large batteries, I've been able to do all the work I needed to off of one battery and then charge it when I'm done. Compact batteries, I'm not sure what the runtime on that is. I thought the compact batteries would make it a little easier to work with. But even with this big battery on top, this is an easy to handle unit. One of the things that I found kind of funny is when I first put the battery in to find out how to start this unit, I'm looking for the traditional button to start this unit at. Well, it's actually on the side here. What you do is you pull it out. It takes a little getting used to, but it's actually in a good location because you can't accidentally start the unit. Now let's see what comes with this kit. Batteries do not come. Every once in a while you can get a combo kit that has battery in it, but relatively speaking, this is about a $119 unit. Comes with the base here. It comes with a trim bit. Of course, this carrying bag. It comes with a square base plate along with this round one. The round ones are nice if you're going to follow a pattern on the inside like a juice groove. Works out great. I use a square base if I'm going to do the edges around like a cutting board. Gives me a little more base to hang on to on the edge of the board. Comes with a wrench, and that handles the bit change. This is a one tool bit change. There's a button on the side here. You can push the button in. It'll lock the spindle into place. I should mention this is a 1/4 inch collet in here, so you're only going to be able to use 1/4 inch bits with that. Put your wrench on there and you turn it. This actually locks very well. Pull the bit in or out. So as I said, there's a straight bit here with a bearing. There's also a guide here that screws into the base. Let's put this back together real quick. And once you screw this base in, it'll give you an edge guide, so you can, let's say you're going through the middle of a piece of wood and you're going to do a rabbet, or a dado, and you'll be able to follow the edge of the wood with this base to whatever depth you want, or whatever depth into the wood you want. So there you go, fastens in, and it allows you to use an edge guide. I have not used that yet. I don't usually do those types of work, but it's very easy to work. They even have slots in the back of this in case you need to tighten it in. And of course you got the bag. I should also mention this has got a soft start in it. So if you've heard it start before, this is easier on the motor. Lets it ramp up a little bit. It slowly ramps up to speed, not slowly, pretty quickly. There's also lights on this LED. Comes pretty standard with most units. But as I said, great little unit. I've loved using it. The more I use it, the more happy I am with this. So for 119 bucks, good little unit if you're looking for a trim router. One thing I want to talk about, also with the RIDGID products, you have a lifetime service agreement. Now, this service agreement sometimes can be, people could be upset with the service agreement and other people's love it. And typically the people that are upset with it have not followed the rules with this. Pretty simple, but you need to understand, if you're going to get the service agreement on this and make this eligible, and basically the service agreement is they will repair or replace anything they can't repair for the life of the unit, so while you have it, along with batteries. But what you have to do is, as soon as you get this unit, you have 90 days to register it on RIDGID's website. Now, one catch with this, these are only sold at Home Depot as an official seller. So if you buy it off of Amazon or you buy it off of eBay, you're not going to be able to register it. Make sure if you want to get the lifetime service agreement, get it from Home Depot. Now, once you register it, it doesn't automatically qualify you. They have to go through and put it in their system, and it takes a little while, and you'll get a feedback. Might be a week, might be 2 weeks, and then they'll say, okay, your product is covered. But until then, you're not. Make sure you follow these steps. If you do not, and then all of a sudden it breaks, and then you try to get it fixed, it's not registered, it won't work. So it's definitely an investment worth getting registered. I've never had a Home Depot, or excuse me, a RIDGID product die on me yet. I had a drill from probably 10 years ago. I used it until just recently, and I gave it away to a friend. So they've always been great products for me. If you're looking for a router, a compact router, something easy to go with and not have to deal with the cord, I would definitely recommend this. It's a great little unit. So until next time, I'm John from Tools in Action. Talk to you later.
For more exciting tool action, go to toolsinaction.com.